Welcome back to Stocks and Trades channel. We provide easy to digest information in short videos about stock market investing, personal finance, money saving, and building wealth. Our content is designed to help you achieve financial freedom sooner. Today's video will provide news, insight, and investment suggestions on the week ahead. We'll analyze 2+1 stocks to watch this week and some others that will be volatile. So, let's begin. Disclaimer. All trading involves risk. Only risk capital you are prepared to lose. Past performance is not an indication of future results. This content is for educational or entertainment purposes only and is not investment advice. The major U.S. stock indexes posted weekly gains of 6% to 8% to recover all the ground lost in the preceding two weekly declines. It was the strongest weekly result since November 2020 for the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, and the Dow. Companies in the S&P 500 spent $270 billion on share repurchases in last year's fourth quarter, topping the previous record set in the preceding quarter, according to data released Tuesday by S&P Dow Jones Indices. The latest quarterly stock buyback total is more than double the figure from the fourth quarter of 2020. The U.S. Federal Reserve raised interest rates for the first time since 2018, following through on market expectations to lift its benchmark lending rate by 0.25 percentage point to a range of 0.25% to 0.50%. Looking ahead, policymakers indicated they're inclined to raise rates at each of their 6 remaining policy meetings scheduled through the end of 2022. The United Kingdom's central bank on Thursday raised its key interest rate for the third time over the course of 3 policy meetings. With UK inflation recently hitting a 30-year high, the Bank of England lifted its key rate to 0.75% from 0.50% and said further increases might be needed over the coming months. Stocks of Chinese companies sold off sharply amid concerns about COVID-19 outbreaks and rising geopolitical tensions, but they made a partial recovery after Chinese authorities announced moves intended to restore investor confidence. Our first stock type is dividend-earning stocks. These are a great way to earn passive income. This week's suggestion is British American Tobacco, with ticker symbol BTI. British American Tobacco plc is a British multinational company that manufactures and sells cigarettes, tobacco and other nicotine products. As of 2019, it is the largest tobacco company in the world based on net sales. British American Tobacco has operations in around 180 countries, and its cigarette brands include Kent, Dunhill, Lucky Strike, Pall Mall, and Rothmans. Its brands also include Vipe, Views, and Glow. The company was founded in 1902 and is headquartered in London, UK. Jack Bowles has been the Chief Executive Officer of British American Tobacco since April 2019. Some technical analysis data shows that British American Tobacco's return on equity is 10.6%, its average volume is about 5 million, its market cap is $95.73 billion, its beta is 0.58, its PE ratio is 10.85, its PEG ratio is 12.2 and its EPS is $3.86. Our rating is 8 and we consider this stock as a moderate buy. Based on experienced analysts offering 12-month price targets for British American Tobacco in the last 3 months, the average price target is $51.90, with a high estimate of $61.87 and a low estimate of $44.15. With current price at $41.86, this would mean almost 24% average profit over the next year. British American Tobacco pays an annual dividend of $3.71, which amounts to a dividend yield of 8.87% and a dividend growth of -44.66%. The ex-dividend date is the 24th of March, so buying a British American Tobacco stock by then will pay you $0.735 on 9th May. British American Tobacco is a consumer defensive stock fit for investment during the declining phase of the economic cycle. Being a consumer defensive stock means that the products and services offered by the business will remain in demand regardless of the economic conditions. Consumers cannot stop smoking their cigarette sticks just because the economy is declining or the inflation is high. Instead, consumers are more likely to shift consumption from other products just to satisfy the need for a smoke. British American Tobacco stock will be among the few whose market valuation will remain highly defiant in a declining economy. The company's guidance from a few days back pointed to mid-digit revenue growth and EPS. The only challenge to the growth is the crisis in Russia, as the company announced halting all investments in the country. British American Tobacco is also in the process of transferring the Russian operations, with the outcome expected to be favorable. It is considered that all this news has been absorbed by the market valuation and investors should have a more optimistic outlook. The above analysis is not exhaustive and just presents you some important insights. We suggest using this analysis and carry out your own detailed research before taking a decision to open any position. Our second stock type is growth stocks. A growth stock is a share in a business that's shown above average earnings and has the potential to grow faster than the overall economy. This week's suggestion is DraftKings, with ticker symbol DKNG. DraftKings is an American daily fantasy sports contest and sports betting company. The company allows users to enter daily and weekly fantasy sports-related contests and win money based on individual player performances in 5 major American sports: Premier League and UEFA Champions League football, NASCAR auto racing, Canadian Football League, the XFL, mixed martial arts, and tennis. It operates through 2 segments, business to consumer and business to business. The company provides users with daily fantasy sports, sports betting, and iGaming opportunities, as well as media and other online consumer products. It is also involved in the design, development, and licensing of sports betting and casino gaming platform software for online and retail sportsbook and casino gaming products. In addition, the company offers DraftKings Marketplace, a digital collectibles ecosystem designed for mainstream accessibility that offers curated initial non-fungible token drops, and advertising and sponsorship services. It distributes through various channels, including traditional websites and direct app downloads, as well as direct-to-consumer digital platforms, such as the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. The company was founded in 2012 and is headquartered in Boston, Massachusetts. Jason Robbins is the Chief Executive Officer and co-founder of DraftKings. Some technical analysis data shows that DraftKings' return on equity is -75.9%, its average volume is about 27.5 million, its market cap is $8.02 billion, its beta is 1.96, its PE ratio is -5.2, its EPS is -$3.78, and its asset growth is 18.31. Our rating is 8 and we consider this stock as a moderate buy. Based on experienced analysts offering 12-month price targets for DraftKings in the last 3 months, the average price target is $37.27, with a high estimate of $82.95 and a low estimate of $19.19. With current price at $19.62, this would mean about 90% average profit over the next year. The above analysis is not exhaustive and just presents you some important insights. We suggest using this analysis and carry out your own detailed research before taking a decision to open any position. Our third stock type is blue chip stocks. These are typically large, well-established and financially sound companies that have operated for many years and that have dependable earnings, often paying dividends to investors. This week's suggestion is Boeing, with ticker symbol BA. The Boeing Company is an American multinational corporation that designs, manufactures, and sells airplanes, rotorcraft, rockets, satellites, telecommunications equipment, and missiles worldwide. The company also provides leasing and product support services. Boeing is among the largest global aerospace manufacturers. It is the 3rd largest defense contractor in the world based on 2020 revenue, and is the largest exporter in the United States by dollar value. Boeing is organized into 4 primary divisions: Boeing Commercial Airplanes, Boeing Defense, Space and Security, Boeing Global Services, and Boeing Capital. The company was founded in 1916 and is headquartered in Chicago, Illinois. Dave Calhoun has been serving as Boeing's president and chief executive officer since January 2020. Some technical analysis data shows that Boeing's average volume is about 9.84 million. Its market cap is $113.84 billion, its beta is 1.43, its PE ratio is -27.1, its EPS is -$7.15, and its return on capital is -2.2%. Our rating is 10 and we consider this stock as a moderate buy. Based on experienced analysts offering 12-month price targets for Boeing in the last 3 months, the average price target is $262.81, with a high estimate of $322.35 and a low estimate of $181.80. With current price at $192.83, this implies a 36.29% upside potential over the next year. The above analysis is not exhaustive and just presents you some important insights. We suggest using this analysis and carry out your own detailed research before taking a decision to open any position. Next week, many companies are going to release their earnings reports, which is one of the most potentially volatile times of the year for equities, and if we are not careful enough, we could put our entire portfolio at risk. Companies may announce earnings or losses and stock prices may go up or down significantly. For this reason, we suggest that you avoid or carefully consider opening a position for the following stocks during next week, and wait to evaluate the earnings announcement before deciding to invest. Nike and Tencent Music Entertainment Group will release earnings on Monday 21st March. Adobe and Core & Main will release earnings on Tuesday 22nd March. Wednesday 23rd March will be the most popular day of the week as Exelon, Cintas, Prudential plc, General Mills, and Trip.com Group among others will release their earnings on this day. PetroChina, NIO and FactSet will release earnings on Thursday 24th March. Finally, Sinopec and Bombardier Recreational Products will release earnings on Friday 25th March. Watch these stocks' prices carefully and think twice before making any decision. Next week will not be that popular among dividend stocks, but we have some interesting options to suggest. Monday 21st March is the ex-dividend date for Broadcom Incorporated, Seagate Technology and Main Street Capital Corporation. Tuesday 22nd March is the ex-dividend date for Zim Integrated Shipping Services and Restaurant Brands International. Wednesday 23rd March will be the most popular day of the week and is the ex-dividend date for Philip Morris International, Best Buy, Visai Properties, and OFS Capital Corporation. Thursday 24th March is the ex-dividend date for Altria Group, British American Tobacco, and Pembina Pipeline. Finally, Friday 25th March is the ex-dividend date for the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, Nordstrom, and Novo Nordisk. Be sure to buy any of the above stocks before the market closing of the ex-dividends date previous day to benefit from the dividend payment. If you find this video useful, please like it, leave your comment below, share to a friend and subscribe to our channel. See you next time.